What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. This is Matt Qualls from Sports Memo and Wager Talk, back with another single game NBA breakdown. Tonight, we're going to be focusing on the Los Angeles Clippers traveling on the road to face off against the Sacramento Kings. Right now, that is a -2 spread for the away team, LA Clippers. We have a 231.5 point total. And as for the handle, 64% of the money is currently on the Kings and 36% going to that of the Clippers. And we're going to break this down in just 1 second. We're coming off a solid day yesterday. We went 2-1. I did drop a video over on my Twitter, Moneyline Matt 8. I drop videos on my Twitter and YouTube when I'm not doing shows like this. Again, gave 3 picks and plays. We went 2-1. Also gave a free play on my Twitter. Again, that is Moneyline Matt 8. We had Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points, and he smashed that and went off for 30. So we're looking to replicate that today. I really like this spot. I think this is the best game on the slate. Going to talk about it in just 1 second. But real quick, just want to let you know about a promo code we have going on over at Sports Memo and Wager Talk, and it's $15 off any 3-day pass with code 15OFF3. Again, that is $15 off any 3-day pass with code 15OFF3. Go take advantage of that. I personally do the NFL and NBA. Again, I am number 2 in overall profit in the NBA over at Sports Memo. We're up around 30 units on the year. So subscribers got to be pretty happy so far. We're doing well, and we're looking to keep it rolling. This is definitely going to be a game that I focus on here. I have one official pick from this game, and let's get right into it because this is a spot where the Clippers are traveling on the road to face off against Sacramento. Sacramento played last night against the Golden State Warriors in what was a game that I would imagine the Kings come in a little tired here. You know, it was one of those games where you had to give full effort throughout the entirety of the matchup. It was also an in-season tournament, so you expect players to, try a little harder in those games. Then in addition to that, this is a spot the Kings came back, I believe it was from 18 points, and ended up winning in last-second fashion to win by 1 at home against Golden State. Sadly, I had the hook. I had the Kings at -1.5 for a sweep, so we missed out on our sweep by that hook, sadly, but King still ended up getting it done. That is what I thought. I just thought it would be by at least 2 points. It'd be like that sometimes. But now in this spot, I'm actually looking to go with the Clippers here. The Clippers got embarrassed at home by the Denver Nuggets, a team that did not have Nikola Jokic in that spot, didn't have Jamal Murray in that spot. And, they had guys like Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan absolutely ball out on them. And then someone like Paul George had his worst game of the season. He shot 2 for 13 from the field, had 6 points. So I think this is a great spot for Paul George to bounce back. I think it's a great spot for the Clippers to bounce back. And because of that, I will be backing the Clippers in this spot. It's not an official pick just yet, but I've definitely been flirting with it since last night. I just want to make sure everyone is in. You know how they can have those late scratches with Kawhi, with Paul George. And this is still a team that is coming together. They added James Harden about a month ago, and they're still learning to work as one unit. It's still a very talented team. Russell Westbrook moved to the bench to try and get some more synergy on both units, the first and second unit. And I think we're going to see that here. This is a Kings team that does not have Keegan Murray in addition to that. So this Clippers team is going to be longer. I think they're going to have a better ability to defend this Kings team than most because, without guys like Keegan Murray, they don't have someone from the outside who's, that knockdown shooter who's tall, who can kind of elevate over top. Yeah, maybe Harrison Barnes, but if you've ever watched Harrison Barnes, he's literally the most inconsistent player throughout the entire NBA. He played well last night, so I would imagine he's going to go and get 2 or 3 points tonight. That's just how he works. So other than that, though, you really have to focus in on the Kings guards, with that being De'Aaron Fox, with that being Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk coming off the bench. That's where they're going to get you. The matchup with Domantas Sabonis and Ivica Zubac, that's a pretty good matchup in its own. They match up pretty well with each other. They're both 7-footers. They kind of cancel each other out. They're both going to get a little bit. But where this game is going to be won is who can defend the guard position better. I think that's with the Clippers. And then as for Paul George, I think he has a great bounce back day here in this spot. Only twice the entire season has Paul George not had 10 points. In both of those games, he bounced back to go over 25 points. I think that's what he's going to do here. This is actually my first official play of the day. It's Paul George over 24.5 points because, again, this is a guy who shot 2 for 13 from the field. He's typically shooting, has a volume of closer to 15 to 20 shots, generally around that 17, 18 range, but that's still plenty to go out and, get over 24.5 against a Sacramento team. And then Paul George, in addition to that, in his last 4 matchups against Sacramento, he's gone over this 3 times, one of those games being over 30 points, one of those games being over 40 points. So he definitely likes this matchup against Sacramento, and there's not someone who really matches up incredibly well with him. Yeah, maybe it's Harrison Barnes, but they might need Harrison Barnes on Kawhi Leonard. So this Clippers team is a tough matchup for the Sacramento Kings. Because of that, like the look of the LA Clippers tonight with the -2. I like the look of the over with the over 231.5. Both their last matchups have ended by 1 point in favor of the Kings. So you got to imagine the Clippers want a little revenge too. It's tough to lose 2 games in a row by 1 point. So I think the Clippers have this one circled. Yeah, Paul George over 24.5. And then lastly, the over 231.5. Those are where I'm looking, but Paul George is the only official pick so far. But again, guys, Matt Quall, Sports Memo and Wager Talk. Check me out at Moneyline Matt 8 on Twitter. Give me free picks and plays, same game parlays, a little bit of everything. But again, guys, happy Wednesday. I'm out. Peace.